Hello everyone, I am Vijay Kattan and today we will study user datagram protocol. Basically, UDP protocol is defined at the transport layer in TCP/IP model. So in the last lecture, we have studied TCP protocol, that is a transmission control protocol. It is a connection oriented protocol. It is called as the reliable protocol. But there are certain services where we want a connectionless parameter, because connection oriented, reliable and acknowledgement based services uh, add override on our data. So for the normal transmission, we prefer user datagram protocol. So user datagram protocol is basically called as a connectionless, unreliable protocol. As already discussed, it is defined at the transport layer. So user datagram protocol does not add anything, any type of services to the IP. But yes, we need end-to-end communication. So the process-to-process communication is performed by the user datagram protocol, that is called as the UDP protocol. Because IP protocol basically performs host-to-host communication. So at transport layer, we need a UDP protocol. Again, it does not add any type of overhead. So it is responsible for differentiating among multiple sources and destination process within the one host. Now, suppose there are two machines, they are communicating with each other. On that two machine, multiple processes are communicating with the multiple process on the destination side. So here port 1, port 2, like port 10, it also defined that multiple processes are executing on sender side and their respective counter side on the destination side, their respective processes are again working. So basically, processes are executed on the particular port number. So user datagram protocol is used for multiplexing and demultiplexing of the data. So it is possible to receive at transport layer. It is possible to receive a data from multiple process of the sender. Then this data from multiple process, it can be incorporated in single UDP protocol. It means in a single UDP protocol carry a data of multiple processes at the same time. Then this UDP protocol is added into the data portion of the IP protocol header or IP packet. So IP packets had the two portion. First one is called as the IP header portion and second one is called as the payload portion. So UDP protocol is added into the payload. So in this way, now this IP protocol is encapsulated into frame and then via physical layer, this is transferred at the destination. At again from the physical layer, it is received. Then at data link layer, frame is removed. Then at network layer, IP from the IP protocol is received. Then at network layer, UDP protocol is separated and hand over to the transport layer. So transport layer again, we have the UDP protocol received. Now from this UDP protocol, respective destination process are sensing to the respective port number. So this data will be accessed via this port number. So this is called as the multiplexing. So this multiplexing and demultiplexing mechanism is performed with the help of UDP protocol. I have mentioned the same thing here. Multiplication and demultiplication operations are performed using port mechanism via UDP protocol. Now UDP datagram is considered as a simplest header format or datagram. It has only source address, that is a source port address. It is of 16-bit. Then destination port address, it is again of 16-bit. Then next parameter is called as a length, and last one is called as the checksum, which is basically used for the error detection. Although UDP has a very simple, it has only four parameters, but there is a one concept called as a pseudo UDP header or pseudo header. Now this pseudo header concept is basically used for calculation of checksum. Now checksum is not only calculated on these three parameters. All remaining parameters, checksums are calculated on the respective protocols headers only. But here in the UDP protocol, this checksum is calculated along with source port number, destination and length. Along with this, it is used source IPv4 address, destination IPv4 address, some zeros, protocols, and UDP length. So along this field of the IP protocol, we calculated the checksum, and this checksum is maintained in the UDP header. Now this is a unique mechanism. That's why sometimes we consider UDP header as a pseudo header. Now source port number 16, destination 16, length, it provides the count of octet in the UDP datagram. Minimum length is 8. Checksum, which is optional, 0 in case it is not used. But when it is used, so along with this three field, we use the this colored field from the IP protocol, and that concept is called as the pseudo header. So this is a simple protocol. Now, what are the applications of UDP protocol? Numerous key internet applications are using UDP, including DNS, SNMP, that is a simple network management, RIP, that's routing information protocol, DSCP, dynamic host configuration protocols. Then voice and video traffic is generally transmitted through UDP protocol. Now this is an interesting. Real-time video and audio streaming protocol are designed to handle occasional lost packets. So only slight degradation in quality occurs rather than a large delay if lost packets were retransmitted. Basically, for the transmission of video or video traffic, we think there should be a less overhead. So UDP is a best choice. So these are the some applications where we use the UDP protocol. Now we will summarize the characteristics of UDP protocol. So UDP is an unreliable connectionless protocol. UDP message can be lost, duplicated, delayed, and can be delivered out of order. Now it is a responsibility of the transport layer and applications to manage that one, because it is unreliable, because lost is possible there. So UDP is also called as a thin protocol. It means which does not add any significant functionality to the IP1. IP is again connectionless, UDP is again connectionless. So it cannot provide reliable stream transport services. Now, the what is the length of UDP protocol or UDP TPD? So UDP length is equals to total length of IP packet minus IP header, because UDP protocol is encapsulated into the payload of the IP1. So from the total length, we will remove the IP header. We will directly get the size of the UDP length protocol. Now these are the some short questions. Why UDP is called as unreliable? How will you calculate UDP length? What do you mean by pseudo header? And I hope you understand the concept of UDP protocols.